Woo! Here I am. Signing lots of comic books. Burner, 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 burn it down. Burn it down, down. Yeah, so I got a whole bunch of Legends of Lone Wolf books, and I'm gonna have to start signing these and send them out. Figured I might as well do it now. These books turned out pretty nice. Ain't nobody here yet. This is just for everybody that might watch it after a while. You know, when you're just sitting around and you're like, I'm pretty bored. I wonder what I'm going to do today. I know. I'll watch Doug do something stupid on the YouTubes. And you get on there and you'll be like, oh, that old Doug, he's so stupid. He's such a big old dumbhead. He's such a big dummy. I like watching that old dummy. Like he's a dummy. Whoa, 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 Doug's a dummy. Man, this book turned out so good. Can't wait for you guys to get your copy. It's gonna be a good. Gonna be so good, gonna be so good. You're gonna like it because it's so good. I mean, seriously, it's insane good. Got some real different stuff in here, but it's all good. Still ain't got nobody in here. You people need to be showing up so I can start doing stuff. Yeah. Got the cover for Lone Wolf 2 in the back. But it's going to be slightly different now. We got different logos. Different logo for Greystone Press. Let's share this link around, see if we can get some people to pop in here. Let's see. How do we do this? You on the YouTube. Hello, YouTube. YouTube, baby. Yeah, thing being slow. I don't want to actually watch the video there. YouTube, see? Baby. You hear me singing to myself. Just want to copy this link. I want to take it over to a place like Twitter and drop it. Oh, man. I had to change my password on here. I don't know if I remember it now. Yeah, I can't remember my password. So, I can't share it nowhere. I ain't got my phone in my pocket either. Got a bunch of these old Greystone Press stickers. I'm going to be, I don't know, I'm going to give them away or throw them in with some stuff. Got a bunch of napalm stickers. Get all that out there. Maybe do a giveaway. I'm trying to do giveaways for Pickles and Shabby's book Vestry. Nobody wants to put the receipts up so I can send them stuff. I can't log into my Twitters to share this video. It's kind of poopy, ain't it? I should have. Let me go get my cellular phone. We got one viewer. Hey, one viewer. Getting ready to start messing with these books. You throw his stuff out of the way. So we got 3 viewers now. I'll be right back, everybody. I'll be right back. What you doing, Poopy? Poopy. What's my Poopy I do? I was talking to Axel. He's a Poopy. He's a Poopy. Well, looky here. We got Matthew in the chat. Sam's here. Jay Woodward. Hey, fellas. I hope yous is all doing good. I'm getting ready to start. I'm going to share this link out. Then we'll start signing these books. And I actually ordered these the Golden Age size bags from VCW. So these aren't getting a board because they're so big. See how big thick that is? But I'll throw all the extras in there with it. So I really like the VCW. If you guys are, looking for bags and stuff. You like this shirt, Dave? It's got guns on it. It's got a Punisher thing. I got it off eBay. I think I paid like $5 for it. I wear it all the time. For work, wherever. Nobody don't say that. Nobody don't care. It has seen better days, though. It's about wore out. I was going to say, I might do a giveaway. In the back here, we got this piece of artwork by Jeff Lashley, who's the original artist over here on Lone Wolf. Well, the cool thing about Jeff is he sent me the actual original piece of art before he colored it digitally. So here's just might do a giveaway or might hold on to this and do a bundle with that later where somebody can buy that. I've actually still got some original artwork from Lone Wolf issue 1 that I may try and sell when we do issue 2. I haven't made up my mind yet. Got OHG in here. He says, Theo! Got OHG in here. He says, clicked on my YouTubes. We'll share this out on Twitter and see if I can't get a couple more people in here. We'll start signing books. Come chill while I sign books. Link. Got it posted. Now, let's get on to signing some books. Move stuff out of the way. I got 2 colors. Well, hey, I'll just lie to you. I can get this one out of the thing over here. I don't know if it's still any good or not. I'll have to look and see. It says it's metallic, but I don't see no metallics in it. But got these 2 metallic ones. One's this pinkish color and one's this turquoise color. So and I got a red. So I'll be signing books with these. So I don't know what color you'll get, just whatever color I feel like doing, I guess. I'm gonna start with the turquoise if it'll. Hopefully I don't mess up any signatures. Got Firefox Pro in here, but every book, every one of these, I'm gonna sign. Just because I wanted to add a little personal touch to it. Let you know that I appreciated it. And it's going right here on the page that's dedicated to our friend who's in the chat right there, Dave. I'm signing it right there. So Dave is our friend, and we couldn't have got this done without Dave. So we really appreciate you, Dave. But so every one of these will be signed by me. The hardback covers will be hand numbered and signed by me. And this isn't like you know how some guys are charging that you pay extra for signatures and stuff like that. This isn't anything about that. This isn't about me thinking that my signature adds anything. This is just something I wanted to do to let you guys know that I appreciate you all backing. And I wrote, this dedication and this thank you letter right here in the start, and I wanted to add a personal touch to that. And I thought, there's nothing more personal than my signature. And if I hand wrote the thing, you wouldn't be able to read it. So I just figured, sign some books, then start getting them ready. Trading cards are on their way. They've been on their way for like a week. I got the tracking number. Banjo Man Ashcans should be here today. Today's Thursday. I think this should be here today. What else am I waiting on? I got some more stickers coming in. But, I want every one of these to. I'm hoping that doesn't stick to that other page and mess it up. It doesn't look like it is. And look at that back cover there by old Eric Hawkins. Isn't that great? Good stuff. Really tickled with this book, guys. It came out so good. It was such a pain in the butt. If it came out bad, I probably would have quit forever. No, here's the thing. I can have like 10 people in here. Let's see. If any of you want to drop in for a few minutes while I'm signing books and just chill, you can pop in. There's the link right there in the chat. If you're a butthead, I'll kick you. But if you're cool, then we'll have us a good time just talking. While I sign books. I've seen people complain about signatures before, so if you complain about my signature, I'll never sign another book. My signature is not very good to begin with. If you pop in and I don't see it, then give me a few minutes. Oh, we got somebody in here. Got old HG in here. Hang on just a second. I'll let you in. Add to stream. What's up?
Sup, Doug?
Nothing
much is happening. I just saw a video of that new Iron Man game.
Oh, does it look cool? I haven't checked it out
yet. Yeah, the developer did a nice job.
Cool. I'll have to check it out. I'm kind of behind on my video games. I mostly play retro stuff these days.
Yeah, I've downloaded a Sega emulator a few months ago, and if I'm in a good mood, I play some Streets of Rage 2.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite game on the Sega. That's a really good one.
And the best soundtrack to boot.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I also saw some gameplay walkthroughs of that new Streets of Rage game, the fourth one.
Yeah.
Nice art style, but they could have done a bit better.
I played the first couple of levels and it was okay, but I mean it's still not the classic Streets of Rage. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, it's a good concept, but they should have done better.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack is a mixed bag, to say the least. It
Yeah.
has some nice, it's that mixture of old school and that retrofitted new school.
Yeah.
So, how many books do you have to sign?
I've got 150 of these I've got to sign, and that's all I've got today. Once I order the hard cover, I've got about 25 of those, and then about 20 of the Kickstarter books to sign. So it's not that bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, I wish we'd have sold more, but I'm not going to complain. I don't know what I would do if I had to sit here and like sign like 10,000 books or something. It would drive me insane.
Yeah. Also, right now I'm subscribed to this one channel called CV11, and he just uploaded a new video. It's this Ukrainian game from the mid 2000s called You Are Empty, and basically it's zombie apocalypse in Soviet Russia.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's cool. No, and it really looks. It's typical mid 2000s mechanics. The ragdoll physics.
Yeah.
Weird faces, but excellent. But it's surprisingly good. I like to play that shit myself.
It sounds really cool.
And also, the guy coined the new term, Slavjank, for those types of games from the Ukraine or former Soviet satellites. Slavjank.
That's cool. There was my brother told me about some game. I can't remember what he plays. Just every random thing in the whole world that he can find. But he was telling me about a game a couple months ago that took place in Soviet Russia. I don't know. It might have been that. I don't know.
Who knows?
He all the time tell me about these random crazy games that he finds.
He must be an interesting person.
He's weird.
Trust me, you haven't met me. I'm weirder.
Oh no. This pen doesn't want to write. Come on, marker. I don't want to mess up any signatures. I've never even used this marker.
Is it a reliable brand?
It's an actual Sharpie. Okay, there it goes. It's starting to write now. I think the tip was just dried up. But I started writing and it looks like poop. That's a terrible signature. Well, we'll have to draw over that signature in another color. Sorry, whoever's book this is, you're getting a crappy signature. In red, in blood red. I'm gonna have to show you this one because it looks awful. Terrible signature. It's ugly.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, all the haters would say, well, it's because of those weapons.
Yeah. I didn't like that Doug Garrett guy anyways, I'll just say. Which is fine. Which is fine. Matthew asked in the chat if it was Metro. No, I've played Metro. Of course, my brother did show me Metro, but he was telling me about some other game. He's all the time playing something. So
Maybe he talked about Metro. Possibly. That's the only game right now that it's about Russia.
yeah, he's. I've played it before, so I know it wasn't it he was talking about. I'll have to ask him. If he didn't live an hour away and would answer his phone, I'd just call him and ask him. But he doesn't do things like that.
Oh. I'm basically the same type of person. When I'm watching something, I don't answer the phone or anything else. Unless my cell phone is near me, then I have to answer.
I'm really bad. I won't answer. I let everything go to voicemail, or I prefer text. I don't really like talking on the phone. I have really bad signal here, so I spend most time on the phone going, "What? What?" Everybody gets mad.
Believe me, I have the same thing when someone calls and their signal is bad. They keep breaking up. Hi. I'm like, get to a safe distance, damn it. And I have to align myself like this so I can find a decent signal so I can hear what the fucking person is trying to say.
Now that I started signing these, I really don't want to sign them all.
Well, you have to pull it through.
Yeah, I can do it. I'm a grown guy. I guess I have to. I can't wait to get this book finished. Been such a hassle. It was supposed to be done in October, so it's late.
I'm sure people won't mind when they read the book.
Most people have been really cool about it. You know, because I've let everybody along the way know what kind of problems and stuff we've been having. Most people have been really cool, but I've only had one or two that were angry. I gave them their money back, so.
I guess patience is not their virtue.
No. Well, I can see a lot of people, have just been burnt out by a lot of the other crowdfunders who.
Oh, you mean those guys?
Yeah. So it's kind of hard for them to be patient, and I hate being lumped in with those guys because I'm not a professional. I don't sit in my basement 24 hours a day.
And you don't participate in the culture war. You have to participate in it.
Maybe that's what it is. If I had, I mean,
not culture war.
That's the excuse. They can't get their books done on time because they're fighting the culture war. Maybe I should use that as an excuse.
Or my dogs ate 100 copies. I lost 100 copies because of my dog.
I tell you, man, if a dog could do it, it would be Axel. If he took, I actually had a bunch of comics. They were like you buy them in a bundle, just a bunch of random stuff.
Oh yeah.
And he got into one of them and tore every one of the comics apart.
Bad dog.
Yeah.
But he's so cute.
Yeah, I just had to laugh. I was like, well, I shouldn't have left them where you could find them. And I didn't think he would pay them any attention, but he's like, oh, I'm going to eat these. Luckily, it wasn't anything any good. There's a bunch of stuff like My Little Pony and stuff like that I never eat anyway. Jay Woodward in the chat says you have been awesome with updates. No worries on wait time. Well, thanks, buddy. I've tried to be straightforward and honest about all the trouble that we've had. I don't want, I don't want anybody to be upset because it's taken a while. But I have decided after have the wait time on this book that everything I do for now on will be finished before we ever launch it. I don't want nobody to have to wait again and get mad. Sam says, no worries. Thanks, Sam. You guys are really nice peoples. One thing I like about everybody that hangs out in my chat, they're all nice people.
Yes, they're decent people. And thanks to FlyFox Pro, the one and only Hervé, he has a new video out where he reviews Lone Star and a couple of other books.
Oh, I saw that where he did an opening and had the Meg and a bunch of other stuff. So if you guys aren't subscribed to FlyFox Pro channel, go subscribe.
I have to. Yeah, I like to see some of these videos myself, but I can't remind myself to go to his channel.
Yeah, I have. If you're like me, you have so many subscriptions on your YouTube. It's hard to keep up with everything anyway.
Yeah.
Ashton Jackal says, Doug is sitting here wasting time as always. Can you believe this guy? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. So I'm going to finish this box up, and I've got stickers and stuff to put in here. I don't know if I want to put these in this box or not, though, because it means I just have to take them out of the box again. But I have so many books, I can't set them on this table or they'll all fall on the floor. Oh, well, I'll figure it out in a minute. So you said you play some Sega games. You ever play any NES games?
Yeah, I did when I was in high school because Nintendo wasn't such a bitch back then about ROMs.
Yeah.
So I managed to play some NES games, some Super Nintendo. Tried a bit some N64 emulators. I think I downloaded that one. I loved to play the original Smash Brothers on it.
Yeah.
Because I remember back in elementary school, I played the second Smash game on the GameCube, and I fucking liked it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, this is fucking amazing. And I always chose Link because of the sword. But when I downloaded the N64 emulator and started playing the original Smash Brothers, I always chose Samus from Metroid.
Yeah.
Because that fucking gun. And when it charges, pure lovely animation.
Yeah, that was such a good game back when it came out.
Yeah.
Me and my brother I was talking about, we used to play it all the time. And he was just I was in high school. I had to be like a junior or senior in high school. And he was still in elementary school. And we would play and I would beat him. And so I would start like dancing around and yelling and being like, I'm the best. And he'd get mad and kick me out of his room and wouldn't let me play his Nintendo. It's good stuff. But like the NES is probably my favorite system of all time.
Yeah, I think I also had an actual NES system. My neighbor lent it to me for I think a week or two. And what kind of games? I think the original Mario Brothers, Bayou Billy.
Well,
Oh,
Bayou
boy.
Billy is so hard.
Oh, I couldn't get past the first fucking level.
I
I'm
know
like, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
it's so awful.
Yeah. Home Alone 2. Remember Home Alone 2 on the NES? Oh,
Another hard game.
and the that Ninja Turtles game. You know, the arcade port.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's the only game I like to play.
Oh, that's probably when I fire up my Nintendo. That's usually what I put in Ninja Turtles arcade game. I tried playing the original Ninja Turtles game a while back, and it was so hard. I just got mad and turned it off.
Oh, you mean that lovely, legendary first game?
Yeah, that
Oh,
game was
trust me,
garbage.
if you haven't seen videos of like computer versions, MS DOS and Amiga. Trust
Yeah.
me, it's so much worse. And well, at least the animation is but it's much worse than the NES version. But also, speaking of Ninja Turtles, I saw a video. Somebody made a Prince of Persia style Ninja Turtles game in '91, but it's more in tone with the Mirage comics.
Oh, that's the
Manhattan Mission.
one. I
Manhattan
actually
Mission.
have that one.
And it looks pretty good.
It
Way
looks
better
good.
than that game.
Oh, it looks good, but it is so hard, man. It is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
What was that Prince of Persia? That old school Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
Oh, and that original Prince of Persia. Oh, that takes me back. Elementary school. One classroom had this crappy old ass computer, and had the original Prince of Persia, Prehistoric. Remember Prehistoric? If you've heard it, it's that French game where you play a caveman and you have to bash dinosaurs for food.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Oh, that's a PC classic. Oh yeah. You probably haven't heard it. It's more Europe. It's more popular in Europe, probably.
Yeah, and we
And-
did a lot of PC gaming back in the day here in the States. Most people did.
DOS gaming. Oh, and the original Commander Keen trilogy. I remember that shit.
See, I've heard of those games, but I've never played them either. But I have heard of those.
Oh, trust me. The fourth game in the series is fucking amazing. The shit id Software did back in the day is mwah. No, and also,
I was just gonna say we've got Pickles in the chat now. What's up,
Oh.
Pickles?
Pickles from the UK.
I've been dropping the link in there if any of you other guys want to. I hit the wrong button. There we go. I've got everything stacked up in here, so I have no room.
And also, one interesting fact about my gaming addiction, let's call it, during elementary school is that's the time where when I first got into contact with Dr. Naples' work.
Oh, cool.
The Neverhood.
See,
Simply amazing, because I didn't know anything about Earthworm Jim. That came later when I downloaded the Sega emulator. And I'm like, let's see what's this. And the interesting thing about the Neverhood, my classmate showed me the demo. He had the demo disc, pirated, of course, as was the norm of the times.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this, and the first level, I'm like, cool, claymation, press this. And I'm like, do you have the full version? And a day or two later, he burns me a copy of the full version.
That's awesome.
And I'm fucking mesmerized. The puzzles, the cutscenes.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And I also remember I watched the behind the scenes, because there's a behind the scenes video of the game in the options menu.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, okay, I like this guy. He looks great. Then flash forward to 2013. Oh, he's on Facebook. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, he accepts me as a Facebook friend. Then we started chatting. Oh, I like the Neverhood. It's so wonderful. I think this is when after he made the Red Fist webcomic, which is so far the only Doug TenNapel book that my mind goes blank after I read it online. Yes, I read shit online. Piracy forever.
Well, some cases that's the only way you can find some stuff.
Yeah.
What's weird is the way I found out about Doug TenNapel was because he did the art for a band called Five Iron Frenzy. He did the cover art for a bunch of their albums.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, he mentions it.
Yeah.
It sometimes.
And I listened to that band when I was in high school, and I was always like, man, this cover art is quirky and weird, and I never realized it was the guy that did Earthworm Jim, even though it kind of had the same look, So that's
and Doug TenNapel is such a polite guy.
Yeah, he really is.
No, because then after I've chatted with him on Facebook, I started following him on Twitter, and I see all these negative tweets about him. He's a homophobe. He does this, that, and I ask him, wait, what's this shit about Red Fist? And you got into a quarrel with the guy? I'm like, oh, it's just bullshit, And that's when I found out, oh, he's Christian. I'm like, what? Because I'm an atheist. Not bragging, but while we're on the subject, I'm like, I didn't know you're a Christian. And then he gives me the best poignant argument, okay, he's a Christian. And both sides, both secular and religious, criticize him about his work. And he gives me this argument. Well, secular people are mad at me because of my religious humor, and religious people are mad because of my secular humor. Beautiful. Short, direct. Okay, I like him even more.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's been, I don't know, I can't remember how I got on his show, but he's always been really good to me. And he has no reason. I'm just some random dude,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Even, I'm a fan, I'm an atheist, and he just gives you this short, direct argument. Look, I like both sides criticize me, and of course I know when he's trolling people.
Yeah,
that's because I like to fuck with people myself a little bit. And let's face it, Twitter is a wonderful madhouse of mental instability.
You got that right.
Because let's say my train of thought is losing its grip on me. because it's been so long since I've used video chat. My English goes from here to here, like a wave. Sometimes it's stable, sometimes it's not.
See, I only speak English, so I don't have to worry about. Well, you know what? I ought to think about what I say before I say it, anyways. But I don't.
Yeah, and the problem is I have to concentrate really hard
Yeah.
on what I'm going to say, so that people don't think, oh, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Well,
Oh, we got pickles.
you're doing a fine job with your English.
Hello.
What's up, Pickles?
Sorry, I had to turn down the YouTube. I thought I was going insane then.
Oh,
I thought I was hearing voices.
you were hearing my voice.
How's everyone doing?
Good. Look at these stickers I'm putting in the Lone Wolves.
Bitchin'.
Oh,
Bitchin'. And sex.
very nice.
They're not as cool as these, because these are shiny, but they're almost as cool. The shiny ones are. I'm sorry, they're not for everybody. They're for special people. But everybody.
What do you mean by special people?
By special people.
Them special weapon people.
So.
Yeah, and Doug, I remember you said how Garth Ennis's writing is too vulgar for you.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What?
He wrote a sequel to The Boys.
Is it just as vulgar?
Well, the first issue is only out, but it's not that vulgar. It has a decent start, and it pokes fun at SJW logic.
Now, see, that's the thing, though. Everything by Garth Ennis I've ever read, I really, really like. But I feel like he's a good, solid writer, and he just throws vulgarity in there just because. It's like, I don't know. It's like it doesn't really add anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yes, there are some, panels where you see, there's a vulgar shit. Okay, why does it have to be vulgar? You've been spewing vulgarity for the last 2 pages now.
Yeah. Or it's like just the most over-the-top vulgar thing, and it's like,
oh, that's his shtick.
Yeah. But he is.
I also respect the guy, because when you read, for example, The Boys or his first Punisher run, he really hates superheroes.
Yeah.
Especially that issue of Punisher where you get Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Daredevil.
I feel like he's being Alan Moore, and like I said, he's a good writer, but too many guys do that Alan Moore deconstructionist. I hate superheroes thing.
Yeah. Wait for a second. My battery. I have to recharge the battery on this laptop.
I've got to go grab another box of books. Entertain everybody, Pickles.
I just read that Marvel have got the Aliens and Predator license.
Why? So they can ruin it?
Yeah, it's just been announced today by the look of it.
Boo! Boo!
Yeah, and it looks like they're doing a comic series.
Boo! Boo!
It's the artwork of Predator, the head of an Iron Man helmet.
Did I mention boo?
I mean, they're on Marvel Xenomorphs, though. Like
Well,
what they
well,
called
look at
the
here.
brood
Zippy
or
the
something like that.
Unicorn. Kerboy has mastered the F word. Why, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I've noticed with non-native English speakers that they use lots of curses.
Oh,
it-
yeah. Especially my part of the
mean,
world
It
where
not
curse masters.
Have you noticed
I
that?
mean
Pickle?
Australians and English, brother.
Well, they don't count because they're drunk 24/7. I think in
Apologies
Australia,
to
I when I'm
I
on streams, I'm
interrupted.
always I'm holding back. I hold back the swears.
I don't swear. I mean, every once in a while I'll say something I shouldn't, but majority of the time I don't say bad
They're
things.
like duty head and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll call somebody a poop face or a big jerk.
If you drop something, you're like, oh, sugar muffins.
I'm like, oh, dookie face. Oh, fart. You fart bucket. Man, they really packed
But yeah, Shabby swears all the time.
Yeah.
I
But
can't stop him.
he's around from the same area that HG's from.
Who?
Where's HG from?
Croatia.
I mean, they're
Croatia. Eh?
not the same area, but Eastern Europe there.
The correct term is Southeastern Europe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Southeastern.
I'm from Southeastern United States. So that's something we have in common. You're like the redneck version of the Europeans.
Let's not get into specifics now.
It's weird because in England it's like different. The southern areas are kind of like on you. Then like up the further north you get, we're like pretending we've got guns and we're shooting them.
Oh man. So where's Vestry at right now, Pickles? Getting close to
It's
1,000.
54 backers with $972.
$972.
That's awesome. It's been going pretty steady. I think that I think you guys will do pretty good at the end of your 30 days.
I hope so. I hope people see it and think they'll enjoy it.
I think they will.
And I hope when they do get it, that they do enjoy it.
I'm
But
sure.
I know that they will.
Yeah, they will. Especially if it's got a pickle butt in it. Hope people enjoy all these terrible signatures I'm putting in these books.
Oh yeah, and Pickles, I have to say, from the images on the Indiegogo page, Vestry looks fucking great.
Oh,
Too bad Indiegogo only accepts Visa cards. I'd fucking back it right now.
It does accept. Yeah, it does accept Visa cards, doesn't it? Indiegogo.
Yeah, but the problem is I have a Maestro card.
If we can hook you up with a copy, we'll figure something out. Well, when I order the books or something, we can hook some up on PayPal and we'll get you a book sent out. So if you want to back it, we'll find a way for you.
I'll see how it goes.
I will say international shipping is a bitch.
Is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Did you see the book I got back today, Pickles?
Yeah, no.
I got a copy of a Napalm Brothers back that I've been tracking for like a month. It made it all the way over to your great nation there and sat for 2 months before they sent it back to me, claiming that the address didn't exist.
That's I don't know. That's our postal system. It's very weird.
Yeah, it looks pretty rough though. Good thing I used a Gemini mailer on it.
Luckily, I got my Napalm Brothers.
Oh yeah, speaking of Napalm Brothers, great first issue. I like the concept, the artwork. There are a couple of images that are tattoo worthy.
Yeah, Sixth is a really good artist. He's definitely got his own kind of thing going on. I really like the look of the book. I think he did a great job on it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very. I think I would just call it an eccentric artwork.
Yeah.
I think it would be for the acquired taste, and I've got an acquired taste, so I enjoy it.
Zippy the Unicorn wants to know if he can use Confederate money to buy this.
Of course.
Why not?
Yeah, speaking of Vietnam, I found a new campaign on Indiegogo. It's called no, not on Indiegogo, but Kickstarter, I believe. Vietnam Zombie Holocaust, I think it's called.
I'm not surprised. It was only a matter of time before zombies made their way into Vietnam. Just a good old boys.
I imagine it's just going to be like Nazi zombies, but with Vietnamese people.
Yeah. Vietnamese zombie Nazis from Mars. Did I ever tell you guys I hate signing books?
Yes, you did, Doug. Yes, you
I
did.
mean, you choose to sign those books.
I actually did. I choose, I didn't promise to sign anything. This is, now this book right here, it's got a bent corner on it. I don't want to send that to nobody. Oh, there we go.
That's a thick looking book.
Dude, it's huge. Like it for an indie book, this is like ridiculous. As big as this thing is.
Mm.
That's why people don't understand how much of a pain in the butt this thing was to put together in format. It was ridiculous. Never doing it again.
Oh yeah, Doug, I just remembered. In one of your streams, I commented on Stan Lee's Doctor Strange run from the 60s.
Yeah.
I finished reading the first run.
Oh, that's cool. What'd you think?
Mwah. Simply beautiful. Simply beautiful.
I loved it. I loved it on Doctor Strange.
Well, Stan Lee's 60s era, I've only seen like very little. But it's got to be great because it's that psychedelic era. All the crazy art. Then you got Stan Lee just making up crazy stuff off the top of his head.
It's fucking beautiful. And I like the concept of how Doctor Strange, he's this one guy. And everyone in New York knows about him. And they come to him for help. And that layer of mystery with each issue. There's one issue where there's a commotion in upper state New York about this haunted house, right? And Doctor Strange uses his powers to get through the crowd. And he used his magic to just push the crowd gently away from him. He enters the house. And what happens? The house is alive. And the design on the house is fucking amazing.
I wish my house was alive. I'd kill it. Zippy in the chat says, when is Legends 2? I hate you, Zippy.
2022.
It's coming up. Just hold your breath.
Probably by that time, Ethan Van Sciver will finish that Cyber Fraud 2 book.
Yeah, there you go. Now, I wouldn't be against doing another Legends book, but it would never be. It'd never be like this. It would be. I'd probably have maybe 3 or 4 teams do 10-page stories, and maybe make like a 48-page book. Like I would add like a short 8-page story or something, and that would be it. You know, perfect bound 48-page book. None of this 120-page crap.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, there's a story in there that's like 38 pages.
Yeah. That's never happening again either. If everybody had done 10-page stories like they supposed to, that would have saved some trouble there too. No, actually, in all honesty, the 38-page story wasn't a big deal because, believe it or not, it wasn't the late one that held the book up, and the art was formatted correctly. The letters were fine. I think we had to do like 1 or 2 changes on it because it was Casty. You know, Casty did a really good job. The only thing we had to do was make sure we had to convert all the pages to CMYK from RGB. But other than that, that story was good to go.
Hey, Matthew wants to know if I'm a fan of Warhammer. I actually painted a Warhammer figure, and I played a little short game of Warhammer. But it's very time consuming if you want to get all the figures. You know, you have to put them together, you have to paint them, then you have to buy the games and whatnot.
You know what's cooler than putting together Warhammer, guys? Gundams.
Is that the Transformers thing?
No. Well, I won't kill you.
I do like the look of the Warhammer video games, though.
Yeah, there's one that was on Xbox 360 called Marine something or another that looked really
Space Marines.
good. What was it?
Space Marines.
Space Marines? Yeah, it looked really good. I've not got to play it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the real-time strategy genre myself, but I appreciate the appeal it has. You know, great design, great characters to choose from, right?
Well, I'm going to ask Matthew a question if he's going to buy Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Which looks incredible.
I was incredible one time.
He's still incredible, but Doug.
I know. Yeah, I'm going to make a banner right here. Taxation is full. Let's see. Create a banner. Scroll across the bottom. Go back. Vestry. There we go.
Yes, back Vestry. That would be very nice.
Now you're a professional YouTuber now.
That's right. Using old StreamYards. Can't even use my green screen. Well, I could, but I'm on this garbage laptop that I own. And I'm being very nice when I say that it's garbage. Firefox Pro says, what if I already backed it? Then you'll get a pickle in the mail.
Actually, one of my World of Warcraft friends found out about Vestry actually.
World of Warcraft. Ooh.
Whatever. One of my old guildies.
Nerd.
I've watched the Warcraft movie.
The Warcraft movie was good, but it could have been better.
No, to me, it looked like a 2-hour Game of Thrones pilot.
I think it was a movie full of references for me.
I mean, it's decent, but
I feel like if they got like a better director, it could have been better.
But Duncan Jones, he looks like a decent director. You know,
I'd also be a fan of an animated movie instead of a full-blown CGI live-action kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even the animated stuff, if it goes through the Hollywood machinery, you'd get some cringe moments because you have to have those for the kids.
Yeah. Now, I was making fun of World of Warcraft, but I used to play it up until they added the Panda Bears, and then I quit.
Oh, when they were Pandaren to Chinese audiences.
Yeah. Yeah. When they started the Panda to the Chinese audiences, I quit.
Pandaren.
Spent too much time doing that, and it just get all time consuming, and I quit. But Zippy says that he'll work on Legends. He said he'll do 41-page stories.
Oh, that Zippy.
He's something else, ain't he?
Yeah, he's a savior at the exact moment when you think the stream is too boring, then he enters, and it's beautiful chaos all around.
True story. Well, I've almost signed 2 boxes full of books. That means I only have 3 boxes to go.
Only 3 boxes. Let's see.
You're making progress, son.
Yep. But while I'm doing it, I'm also getting these put into bags and getting the stickers put in there. So I am making a little bit of progress. I almost wrote DSP. At work, I have to do tons of paperwork, and my title is Direct Support Professional. And so every time I sign my name, I have to put DSP after it, and I've almost done that in like 2 or 3 of these books.
Zippy the Unicorn says, I backed Vestry. It's under Zippy T Unicorn. The T stands for Thaddeus.
My pickles most likely once I get my new computer rig, as with Cyberpunk 2077 and Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Yeah, I love Skyrim. I own Skyrim on everything because I'm stupid.
It's still Bethesda still said it's years away until the next Elder Scroll comes out, which makes me sad.
You know what I actually like? I think I like Oblivion better than Skyrim.
Everyone says that. Some people say Morrowind is better.
Morrowind is better, except for the combat. If they would go back now and redo the combat and re-release it, it'd be huge. Such a good game. I miss the boot. One of my favorite things, you get these boots called the Boots of Blinding Speed, and you put them on and it makes you blind. You can't see anything, but you can run really, really fast. So what we used to do, like me and my brother would play, we'd get the Boots of Blinding Speed, and we'd look on the map and go point our character in the direction we wanted to go, and put the boots on and just hold the button down for like 5 or 10 minutes and see how far we got. I know, boring story. I'm sorry. So Shabby's in the chat. Shabby, you want to if you want to pop in, unless you're busy.
He's on page 13 right now of issue 2.
Is that
wow.
all? Is that all?
Damn.
He should be on issue 13 of. I mean, yeah, issue 13 already, not page 13.
Don't worry, man. Skyrim's great.
Maybe I'll play Elder Scrolls one day because the combat.
Yeah.
Well-
Don't play Morrowind first.
Interesting thing about Skyrim. I know one of the voice actors on that game.
That's cool.
Love it. Nice lady too. You know.
I don't know anybody important except Pickles.
I am
Yeah,
the
go
most
ahead.
important person in people's lives.
Okay. Have to watch.
Yeah. Speaking of Skyrim, there's a mod. I forget what it's called, but basically a mod for Skyrim, and it continues in the Skyrim story, or you play as a whole different character.
That's cool.
Oh, is that like the Forgotten City or whatever it's called? Because there's multiple Skyrim mods
Well,
that take place in different areas. Like you have the Sky Oblivion, you know. I think that's just like a mod in Skyrim of Oblivion, to be fair, but there's multiple story mods.
yeah, I have to check.
And there's
What's the name of
fun
that mod?
facts though. One of the mod teams that made a new map and new quest and stuff, they're actually making a game themselves, based off a Skyrim mod called The Forgotten City. It's a Roman game.
You guys should make a Vestry game.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
throw
do have
more on my plate.
I do have a degree in in games.
You can be, I'm going to say this. I know better, but I'm going to say this because this is what most people say. You can be Vestry and you can kill those naked gray guys. How many people have asked you if the character's name is Vestry yet?
Bunch.
I've been asked if the character's called Vestry.
I did have somebody tell me that get you guys confused with the Vestige guys.
I've heard that as well.
Yeah. I was like, no, these aren't the Vestige guys.
Oh. How can someone make such a dumb mistake?
Well, I mean,
Hey, that guy in blue with the trunks, is his name Action Comics?
Yeah, and then the guy that looks like a bat, his name's Detective Comics.
Yeah.
I like Detective in Action. Those are two of my favorite characters. Well, it's like my book. Everybody thinks this guy's name is Lone Wolf.
Man. Because am I allowed to show something?
If it's non-spoilery.
I don't know, dude. Like everything seems
Spoil
spoilery.
everything. Spoil everything.
The one fact doesn't ruin the story.
I'll ruin the story.
It's page 14, dude.
Page 14.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I know which one you mean.
Yeah.
Show it if you want.
Cool.
Oh yeah, Pickles, I found the name of that Skyrim mod, Enderal.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it was released in 2016, I believe.
That's
you got
pretty
know a
recent.
lot better than Skyrim. Fallout 3.
Fallout 3 is pretty fun.
I love that game. I know a lot of people like New Vegas better, but I still like 3.
When I was a kid, I hated New Vegas. But when I see it now, I'm like, oh, that looks really fun. Actually, I think it's because I kind of I was like level 2, and I just wandered about, came across like high level mutants, and died, and I rage quit.
Yeah, I like 3 the best because of the expansions. The expansions are really really good. New Vegas, it's pretty fun. 4 is all right. I mean,
I thought Fallout 4 was awful, to be fair.
I like.
Is New Vegas that Fallout game where Chandler from Friends voices a villain?
Probably,
I
but I liked 4, but just because it was a Fallout game, it's not my favorite. And it's way too short. I actually like Fallout 76 quite a bit, but I've only played it like twice since they added actual NPCs to it.
Shabby, you spelled attic wrong. You spelled it addict.
Well, I'm addicted as well, so
Yeah.
it works.
He's addicted to
Wow.
those gains, bro.
You gonna shame me for spelling you grammar Nazi?
Yeah.
Like,
See,
sure, like,
this is why I'm the
language.
writer.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you?
If I could spell, I wouldn't hire him at all.
Well, you are writing in English, which is not your native language, so you should make Pickles write in your language.
Yeah.
If you misspell something, be like, you misspelled that.
In my defense, I've tried to learn Czech.
BS.
You know I
You know,
did.
like 3
I've been-
phrases.
yeah, only like a couple of things, but
How many?
it goes in one ear and not the other.
How much did you learn with was curses though?
Yeah. Tell us something in Czech, Pickles. Why don't you?
Ahoy.
Wow. You got the greeting correct.
You're 6'5", Shabby.
I am 6'5" indeed.
Man, you're short.
I know.
Nah, I didn't think Eastern Europeans got that tall.
I'm like average, dude. We have way taller people than I am here.
There you go. Like, see, I'm 6'1", 6'2", depending on the day. It's kind of weird.
Dude, we're the same height. I'm
Nice.
somewhere around.
I'm just gonna say I'm 6 foot.
I'm like here being 6'1", 6'2", I'm taller than most people. My dad's like 6'3". He's like the
Well,
tallest
you
person.
guys in America are weighed to the ground, with all of your cheeseburgers and guns. So makes sense that you would be you'd be closer to the
I'm gonna
ground.
make a gun that shoots cheeseburgers, and I'm gonna come to your country.
Stop eating them cheeseburgers, son.
Hey, that's American beef there. That's where all this muscle comes from.
Mm.
I got muscles here and fat down here. It keeps me humble.
Oh, dude.
Matthew is only 5'11".
That's about average.
Pickles in reality is actually like 5'6".
Pickles is
No.
actually like 3 foot tall.
I'm outing him.
I'm 5'11" actually.
Zippy
You're
said,
not
I love my
5'11".
cheeseburger and guns.
I am 5'11".
Cheeseburgers and guns.
5'11" are the dudes who basically, if you're saying you're 6 foot, you're like you're probably like 5'11", and if you're saying you're 5'11", you're like 5'8".
Well, I did say that I was 6 foot earlier.
Yeah, you're bullshitting.
Yeah, so I'm 5'11".
Mm.
I dated this
Just
girl.
going by your logic.
I dated this girl one time, and she was 5'11", and it was weird because it was like she was a giant.
That's right.
I mean, like I was 3 inches taller than her, so I was still taller than her. But like compared to all other girls that I knew, she was like a giant.
Yeah.
Shabby, have you heard the good news? Well, it's not really
What-
good
what
news,
are-
but Marvel have acquired the license to
That's all
Predator
good
and Alien.
news.
Oh,
I know it's not good news.
oh.
Wait, Marvel did what?
They acquired the license to Alien and Predator.
I tell you
Right.
what,
Yeah.
if Donny Cates is right in it,
Yeah,
that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, if Donny Cates is right in it, but I
No,
don't think it will be.
it's what they're probably going to have a Star Wars and Alien Predator crossover now.
Donny
Please
Cates
don't say
love his
that.
space stuff.
I like
I
I like Donny Cates, but
his writing's good.
yeah, I like his writing. I mean, I don't like him personally. He's
Yeah, I need to start reading that new Thor book that he's
Yes,
writing.
definitely.
I heard some good things about it.
It's really good.
Zippy is a plastic unicorn, so I could believe him being like 7 foot. Unicorns famously quite tall.
Famously 7 foot tall.
Famously, every unicorn.
I've
Standing
never
on
known.
the
I have never met a unicorn that has been 7 foot tall.
So you met just taller ones. I see.
And they're kind of short, to be fair.
Mm.
Have you seen Pegasus?
Phew, have I ever?
So you
But
guys
yeah.
ever read any of the RoboCop comic books that Boom put out?
No.
Yeah,
No,
speaking of
I'm a noob.
RoboCop, I've read that someone made a comic book out of the rejected Frank Miller script for RoboCop 2.
Yeah, they actually did RoboCop 2 and RoboCop 3. Both of those are awesome. I've not been paying attention. I've been putting stuff in the inside, putting stickers on you guys. I read the RoboCop 2 one. I can't remember the name of it, but the RoboCop 3 one is RoboCop Last Stand, and it's Boom Comics. Dude, it is awesome. It's way better than the movie.
Oh, the Japanese takeover movie.
Yeah, it's way better than the movie because that movie kind of is awful.
I mean, I want to read Psychotron, but
Dude, I haven't showed you the page the guy sent me, have I?
no.
I'll send it to you.
Skinny's not even showing me the pages of Otis Down. I'm kind of insulted.
Dude, that book's gonna be awesome. And me and him actually are talking. We're going to do a Lone Wolf Otis Stein crossover, and it's going to be epic.
I've been talking with Skinny as well.
About Western crossover.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I've been asked to draw something.
Yeah, because we were brainstorming artists that we know that could do stuff that had the kind of look that we wanted.
Right. And everybody refused you, so you went to me then after.
Shabby's name came up. Well, I mean, like one thing you guys may not realize, but pretty much I talked to Skinny about all the Gravestone Press stuff. He's pretty much like my right hand dude. He helps me do everything. So anytime I have an idea, I run it by Skinny, and he helps me brainstorm stuff. So if we're all working on stuff and putting out books together, then I think it's awesome if we all try to work together and cross promote each other anyways.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing about putting a label on stuff like this, is so that when people see that, they go, hey, those guys have their books shipped out really quick. They make good stuff.
That's a nice label right there.
Yeah. Man, I've still got a bunch of these. I'm going to have a giveaway or something and give a bunch of the old ones away. But man, these new ones are so cool. These are actually clear. When you take them off the back, they're clear.
Oh, nice.
So you can stick them on colored stuff.
The Gravestone Press logo is going to look nice in our comic.
Yeah, you should put it right over Vestry's face.
Damon.
I know I'm being facetious.
You know what? I genuinely thought for a second if there is his face on the cover. I was like, is there?
You forgot if his face is on there. Is it because of the
Yeah.
promotion link?
I don't know, dude.
I don't know if people have noticed this, but when we send out a link to the vestry,
It just shows the elbow.
yeah, and it's quite blurry. We've
Oh,
tried
dude.
to fix it. It just doesn't seem to want to change.
Yeah, you can change it and it won't change. It won't do anything. It's done that to me on Lone Wolf and everything. I've changed it, resized it, and everything, and it never changed. It never updates it. It's like once it goes out to the internet, then it's stuck.
Oh, I see.
Five Frogs Pro says, I hope to have that logo on something of mine someday. I'm sure you will. All the cool
If you
people.
buy if you buy Vestry, it can be delivered. You know.
Exactly. You'll have that logo on something you own.
Technically, it's gonna be.
Well,
yours.
Flyfax Pro did back it, so
See.
Zippy
you
says,
won't have to wait long.
gotta run, support comics that are made by average sized Czechs and moderately sized British folk. See you, Zippy.
Bye bye, Zippy.
Cheerio, Zip.
So guys, I've got 2 boxes autographed now.
Nice one.
I still got 3 boxes to do.
Oh damn. That's a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
Doug's not going to get a break from shipping.
No.
Because once he's done with this, he's just going to be straight onto Vestry.
But that's fine. That's fine.
Dependent if we launch on Kickstarter.
But see, the thing about you guys' book that's awesome is I just have to put the book in the ash can. You know, some people just bought the book goes, and I got the book in the ash can. I don't have like stickers or certain orders that have pins or certain orders. You know what I mean?
There is the original artwork as well, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but still, you guys' orders will go out quick.
I mean, that's like 4 people so far, though, so that will go quickly.
5 people shipping.
5 people already. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Shabby, you're
Well,
you're
5
like
people.
you're like $28 away from $1,000.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I will.
Someone buy some more original artwork. Please.
You'll hit it. I know you will.
We would love that. Oh wait, it's changed. Oh, the preview.
What?
You guys,
Did it
the
actually
preview
change?
link. No longer elbow. It's a face.
It's actually
Yes.
changed.
Yes, actually changed. Go
Oh,
look at
about
it.
time. Been waiting like
Oh.
2 days for that.
Right? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, it has
yes.
changed.
Brilliant. Oh man, stuff is good now.
I'm a happy bunny now.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sean Gordon would retweet it now. He's gonna be amazed with how great artwork is, you know.
That took ages to change.
Oh boy, did it. Well, at least for the majority of the campaign, it's gonna look nice now.
That is true. Until we launch on Kickstarter, and it's gonna fuck up again.
Oh, come on.
Oops, I hit the wrong button.
Oh boy.
trying to
Sorry,
remember-
this is just such a joyous occasion because we tried to fix it like so many times now.
Yeah, I was when I first noticed it, I was DMing you because like, this is annoying me too much. I've tried to change it.
By the way, thank
But-
you to Matt Krotz, who helped me out with how to fix it. So big thanks to you, buddy.
Matt Kratz,
Mm.
fine gentleman.
Who does Kiri?
Kiri.
I call it Kyrie because that's what I want to call it.
He's also helped Nashitobi do Colton Crooks.
Oh yeah.
hmm
Nashitobi's a really nice guy.
In Noir.
I will tell you guys, Mixum has done a really good job packing all these books up.
Mhm.
I got plenty of packing supplies to save for anything I might have to ship out myself. That's not book related. Because I don't use bubble wrap on my books.
I
Eric
keep forgetting
Hawkins is in the chat.
What's up, Eric Hawkins? Look, it's Eric Hawkins' artwork on my screen.
Mm.
Eric is a great artist.
And finally, that Zombieful World of Oz got fully funded on the IGG.
Yeah, it's about dang time.
I almost thought, oh Jesus, no.
Like I don't understand. Like, you know, he did awesome on Kickstarter, and a bunch of people's like, well, I won't buy a Kickstarter. So he runs the Indiegogo, and then like half those people didn't even back it anyway. That's poopy.
Mhm.
Hey, Eric, you can fit 10 people in here, but you're probably at work. But anybody wants to pop in, I just dropped the link in the chat.
Yeah. Don't mistake it with Pickles' link, which would make you buy our comic. So
Yeah, if you mistake it with Pickles, then go ahead and back Vestry, and I might let you on.
Jess, you are being gate kept now.
Mm.
You
can
have to buy
definitely
Vestry
get
to
the
be invited on here.
yeah, if you get the original artwork, that'd be swell.
I think I'm going to do a contest because I messed up a signature on a book and had to do it in red. And so far, it's been the only one in red. I think I might do a contest, and whoever gets that red signature, I might send them a bunch of free stuff.
So this is a good example here from Eric. You know, his Kickstarter got 4,500, but barely 500 on an Indiegogo.
Mm.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
So he started on Indiegogo and then went to Kickstarter?
No, he
I
did
think-
Kickstarter.
No. Kickstarter first, then Indiegogo.
Well, that might be, just because most people who already followed him got it there, right?
Yeah, I'd say a lot of them did, but still, there were a lot of people that were like,
Mm.
I won't buy it on Kickstarter. Or well,
Yeah, I've had people tell me that they only buy on Indiegogo or they only buy on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I'll buy wherever I feel like it.
Yeah, I backed some books on Kickstarter. I mean,
People
I
don't
backed
talk to me, man.
I
Never
backed
got like a-
Dreadstar so I could just get Jim Starlin's signature.
Oh man, I was wanting to back that one, but there's a bunch of stuff I've kind of wanted to back, but right now I just don't have the money. I was
I have
hoping
no
to
money either.
make $1 million, so my cut of it would be enough that I could buy, some food.
You're gonna have to starve now, Doug. You're gonna have to eat your guns.
No, that actually probably would be good. I could lose about 100 pounds. Or you don't even use pounds there in the old UK.
We say kilos in all of Europe.
Now, how much is a stone?
I don't know.
Like if you watch most TV shows, and it's British, they'll say, "This weighs so many stone," and it's like, well, I don't understand what stone is.
I think a stone is 6 kilos or something like that.
That sounds like you're talking about. That sounds like you're talking about weed or something. The brick is 6 kilos of weed.
I mean,
All
I
6.
weigh about 80 kilos.
Haha, you chump.
I'm light as a feather.
Well, yeah, I could sweep the floor with you.
I can actually, on my wrist, I can actually wrap my fingers around my wrist.
Well,
know,
yeah.
Even if
I mean-
even if I wasn't fat, I couldn't wrap my fingers around my wrist. That's pure bone right there.
I'm just very
Dude.
skinny.
I can do that too. It's like
Even if I was skin and bones, like I've got just genetically, I've got really broad shoulders, and
Not everyone can do it, Shepard.
really.
Yeah,
I mean, might be because I have just big hands.
you do have big hands.
maybe I've got pretty
Ladies, do the math.
big hands means absolutely nothing.
No, you want
Ah, come
small
on.
hands.
It means it makes everything look smaller that you put your hands next to.
That's not true.
Shut up.
Shut up, dog.
Oh yeah, Doug. Bean from PA says hello.
Oh, nice. Bean. We
Where-
love
where
Bean
is
over
Bean?
here.
Is Bean
I
in
can't see
the
him.
No. I'm. She's on Twitter.
Oh,
Where
Right?
DMing.
Nice.
well,
yeah.
tell her I said, hey. I don't know how you spell that, but that's what I said. Hey.
Tell her I said, how you doing?
All right,
Winky face.
check, Joey.
She'll know what it means.
Bean is a really nice person.
Eric Hawkins says big hands mean big gloves.
Mm.
That's what he said.
He knows what he's talking about.
Oh god, is there gonna be? Oh my god, there's gonna be a Fallout series on Amazon.
Who cares?
Ah,
I don't want to see more TV about video games and comic books. They can't get it right, just quit.
So not only today have we had the news of Marvel getting the license to Alien and Predator, we also get the news that Fallout is going to be a series on Amazon.
Yeah. Today must be day of stupid news.
well, it can be worse than the Last of Us TV show.
That's getting
I
a
don't
Netflix one, isn't it?
Uh,
The thing about The Last of Us is like that's a game that's made to be like a movie or a series.
yeah, I agree.
That's the sole purpose why that game's been made.
Well, there are like parts where you know don't have your hands on the controller for like 15 minutes or so, right? There are like cutscenes super long.
I hate games like that.
The game is basically an interactive movie.
I
Yeah,
like games where you don't know any of the story at all. You only have two buttons and it's on a Nintendo and you can't even really care what your character looks like.
Game.
At least in some games, when there's a cutscene, you can choose to like dodge attack or something.
Oh, the quick time event.
Yeah.
I hate quick time events. I'd rather watch a movie.
Mm.
I always freak out. Like it'd be like push X, and I'm like, I look at the controller because all of a sudden I can't remember where X is.
See, I've been pro gaming since I was 5, so I know these things.
When I was 5, we didn't have a controller with more than 2 buttons on it.
To be fair, I did play Tarzan as a kid on the GameCube. Oh my god, that was so hard. Because you had to do the button bashing to stop yourself from being a dial. But then it'll quickly change to like Y. And then you have to keep button bashing that. And when you're like 5, 6, you just can't do that.
Now, speaking of The Last of Us as an interactive movie, I've read that Neil Druckmann is a adventure game fan. The point-and-click ones from LucasArts and Sierra.
I was just listening to a podcast, and they were talking about a bunch of those. They were talking about Curse of Monkey Island, and I never actually played very many of those. I played some of one of the Indiana Jones ones.
Yeah, Escape from Monkey Island was my first LucasArts game.
We didn't
Oh, yeah.
have we didn't really PC game much. We didn't have a PC that could do a
Yeah.
whole lot.
No, I think Escape from Monkey Island had a PlayStation 2 version.
I've never played a point and click game. Actually, I'm wrong. I played a Scooby Doo point and click game.
Hmm.
Right.
I
That
actually played.
Nintendo, I think it's that Super Nintendo one or the Genesis one. I keep forgetting. I think I know which one you're talking about.
On the PC, because when I was a kid, I was a PC Master Race guy.
And now,
the one-
with the
point
floppy
and-
disks.
The one
It was like
game I played
Haunted
was
Mansion.
actually the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, there was like an invisible monster in there.
Ah. Sounds like Amnesia.
I've never played Amnesia.
I was invisible one time.
Like,
Come
did you
on.
cosplay as John Cena?
Da, 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 da.
I'm so clever.
You guys are probably jealous of my large American drink.
not
I
really.
was just drinking a cup of tea.
I've seen better drinks.
This was a good drink when it still had drink in it. Now it's about empty.
Oh, I'm 55 backers.
Hey!
How close are you to $1,000?
Oh.
The money hasn't gone up, so I might have to refresh.
Okay. It takes it a few minutes. Eric Hawkins says Mixum has killer prices on prints. I have some arriving tomorrow. I'm waiting on, I did 211 by 17 posters through them, which all the backers are probably going to get them folded up 2 or 3 times. So I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. But yeah, Mixum's prices on their prints and their posters are really awesome. And if you can get like I did the 12-page Banjo Man Ash Can, those are really affordable. If you do like a 10-page manga size book, they're really affordable. Did I ever show you guys the comic book Hut's Lone Wolf picture?
We're on a $1,002.
Hmm.
No way!
Congratulations, guys.
Thank
I
you.
freaking love you guys.
I'm
Oh,
glad you guys hit $1,000. I think you'll hit 2 before it ends.
shit, that makes me so happy.
Fingers crossed.
But
Well,
check,
fingers crossed that we get more backers.
Okay, let's see this.
I don't care for the money.
this is comic book Hut's Lone Wolf.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that drawing.
One lucky backer is getting this.
No.
Believe in gravestone. Believe it.
Yeah, I was on Mecha Stream last night. I was only there briefly.
Oh, the
Um,
10 guest stream.
Yeah, that kind of went downwards, I guess. As there were some people in the chat that were shocked that it was like $6 to buy Vestry. People thought that it was going to be on newsprint.
See, that's what I don't get. Like I did Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf was actually $1 cheaper than what Vestry is because of shipping, but shipping has gone up, so that's why that we've got the price we got now. But Napalm Brothers was just as cheap. People are just ignoring. I don't know why they're not paying attention to all of us doing cheap books. There's
I feel like people got
Oh,
used to
White
being,
Hot Pro is
not treated very well and just. I don't want to say greedy. I don't want to shame anyone. Like whatever price you put there, that's on top. That's on you. I feel like me and Pickles were just in a really good place where, we don't have to support families. We're sort of like both on it.
Well, think about
just
it. If you two guys and who are unknowns, like the rest of us, we're barely known to do anything. We're not professionals. If you put a $25, 40-page book out there, you might get like 3 backers.
Yeah,
It's
one of
good.
them is my mom. Yeah.
See, my mom, nobody. I had a few people in my family that, but like my mom, and dad, they've never even looked at Lone Wolf or anything. So I can't even hardly get my family to back it. But that's
To be fair, I got my brother-in-law back to Destry. I didn't even ask him to. He just saw it on Twitter and backed him.
oh, that's good. Maybe they'll like it and they'll continue to back it.
Well,
Now,
he said,
did
he said if it's bad, he knows where I live. So
now, did he get the original artwork here though?
No.
That's important. Son of a bitch.
But
Do you know where he lives?
do you know it'd be like $85?
you should just draw him a pickle butt and send it to me.
Missed
Eric
opportunity.
Hawkins says those might better be set up properly in that Lone Wolf.
Hey,
I mean, we actually got praise for our layout in that streamer with Mecha yesterday. People really liked our grids.
Are great. What?
Yeah, because there's been a lot of controversy. Out.
You broke there. Could you
well, see,
repeat that, please?
I think that's stupid. Everybody's holding all these books to standards that Marvel and DC have. These are indie books. The only standard is however you want the book to look.
Exactly.
People complaining, oh, well, I don't like this margin. I don't like this standard. Well, you know what? Go read your Marvel and DC book. Stop reading indie books. Indie books don't follow those rules. That's why they're indie books.
I mean, me and Chevy still read Marvel and DC.
That's because you guys are young and you don't know well enough yet.
In all fairness, Venom 4 and the Immortal Hulk have been excellent.
Oh yeah, the Immortal Hulk. Mwah.
It's ending on issue 50, which makes me want to cry.
I have to continue reading the Immortal Hulk. Can't remember on which issue I stopped.
I think the newest one's out today, actually. But I can't read it physically because
because you can't read.
Doors aren't open. Yeah, I can't read.
DC boy, Justice League Dark has been excellent. Terrifics have been terrific. So I've been really enjoying those.
I'm hearing Batman's gotten better now that Tom
Oh,
King's
Batman is so good. The contrast between like Tom King and James Tynion is like night and day.
See, you guys are saying all this stuff is good, and I guarantee you it's not as good as Batman was in the 80s.
I've got some old Batman books.
I'd rather go back and buy Batman books from 30, 40 years ago than reading
the art might be better.
I've actually got the comic adaptations of
I
the
actually
old
have
Batman
to agree with
movies.
the art being better as well. Because most times in newer books, the art is really rushed and really sloppy. The lines aren't as good. The only thing that's better in modern books is are the colors are more complex. Even then, I like the old colors better.
The problem with the modern comics is that they all look samey.
Yep.
In art style.
It's like the Silver Age all over again. There's like a house style, and whenever anybody deviates from that, they don't do it in a way that actually matters.
Yeah.
It's like that's why I liked when Scott Young did the Rocket and Groot series. That looks different.
Well, see, that's one thing I like about Ryan Stegman with doing Venom is his art is actually really good, and it looks really good, and it's not just generic. It's not like I don't mean this mean towards anybody doing the T-shirt art and the posters and stuff, but that's kind of what Fox is talking about, the house art, the generic looking art. A lot of the books look like that generic poster Walmart art.
The thing about Ryan Stegman is that he's known for his Spider-Man run, and that was kind of in-house looking. But I think with Venom, he's kind of had the freedom to actually show off his artwork.
And because like so many people do that, like house style, if you will, it really, I think it shows off their weaknesses. So like you have somebody like an Aaron Lopresti, who's like got the figure down and everything, and his art looks good. And then when you look at somebody else that's drawing in a similar way, if they don't have that anatomy and figure down, it really shows those weaknesses a lot.
Yeah.
It's like it's like I've never really cared much for Ethan Van Sciver's artwork, even when he was on Green Lantern and all that stuff, because it just didn't look. It looked like everything else,
Well, I never cared for his art that much. I like Cyberfrog, the way the character looks, the way he moves. It's just it's want to be Todd McFarlane Spider-Man, and I like that. I don't like the way he draws people at all. I think his people look terrible, and Mike Miller is somebody who draws people too realistically for me. I do not like Mike Miller's art, and it's not because it's bad. It's because it's too real. You know what I mean? That's just a personal preference thing.
Not stylized enough. It's like when you look at Art Adams. Like Art Adams is a master, but his people don't look like real people. But there's just enough anatomy and just enough gesture and figure that you don't need to worry about like having a highly rendered style or like going crazy with it.
See, I think Mike Miller might be the exact opposite of Rob Liefeld. Liefeld is all style, and Mike Miller is all substance. I mean, they're both good at what they do, but they're all one or the other.
Yeah, speaking of Rob Liefeld, he blocked me on Twitter.
What did you say?
Did you ask about Brigade?
Yeah, I asked about Brigade. I sent a screenshot of the update, because a month ago he made another update saying the book will ship out. It's coming. And I'm like, yeah. I screenshotted. Yeah, Rob. When will you ship this book again? Instant block.
Well, I don't understand why it's not shipped, because the book is done and you can buy it on his website. He's had it at New York Comic Con. So why hasn't he shipped it out to Indiegogo backers?
But he likes to talk about that Snake Eyes book he's doing for IDW.
Well, because he's got the paycheck for that. He doesn't have nothing coming out of pocket.
Also, Matthew, I've actually never read a Judge Dredd book, even though I've got a Batman and Judge Dredd crossover book. And Slain looks awesome.
Slain is the British version of Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I'm ashamed to my people because I have not read these. Even I'm very, very aware of who these characters are.
I'm only aware of Judge Dredd because I've seen the two movies, the Stallone one and that 2012 one with Carl Urban.
I see the only Judge Dredd that I've got to read is the IDW stuff, and some of it's good and some of it's garbage.
Slain actually introduced me to the British "fuck you" hand sign, because you guys use like the peace sign as the "fuck you," right?
Well, it's the reversed peace sign.
Okay, reversed peace sign.
There's a meaning behind that.
I learned that. It was like, because that's the two fingers you pull string of an arrow, right? And they chop them off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so metal, dude. Yeah. Like, oh, that's pretty metal.
Oh, hey, Muttman. Sorry, I had to shout out Muttman. Congrats on Hero.
Dusty sidekicks in the chat. Sorry, Chad, I've not been looking. I'm signing these Goofy Lone Wolf books.
Yeah.
Mhm. Did you know that I've actually met Pat? What's his last name? Pat Niels. Miles, creator of Judge Dredd.
Oh, Pat Mills.
Is that how it's pronounced? Yeah.
You guys know that I'm more.
Yeah.
Now, well, I got to ask you this question. Just the way I am. I'm more likely just to read a character I like or a character I think it looks cool than whoever's working on the book. I don't really follow a lot of writers or artists.
Oh,
Are you guys
I'm
like
the
that?
complete.
You guys follow certain artists and writers?
I'm the complete opposite, dude. I follow artists, for sure, and nowadays writers
sorry.
as well, but mostly artists.
I stalk like Danny Cates and Ryan Stakeman and Nick Klein. Obviously, Greg Capullo, obviously.
Yeah.
Scott Snyder, you know, Mike Pellegrini. I watch his writing streams.
You guys are killing me with all these new guys.
I was
You're
watching.
young, Doug. Get with the times, man.
I was actually watching the Mike Pellegrini stream, and he was showing like one of his scripts that he wrote. I was like, "Oh, that looks like one of mine." The way it's laid out.
And when I first wanted to do comic strips, I got online and started just looking for whatever I could find, and I found some Chuck Dixon ones. I just copied the way he done the script.
Nice.
I'm sorry, Matthew. I don't call myself British. I blame my dad. He never bought like 2000 AD books.
Your dad. Oh.
Yeah, my dad was an X-Men guy and a Batman guy. So I wrote Batman a serious house and a serious Earth.
That's good as well. Just come
Yeah,
on,
but
that
that was-
diversified, right?
I'm sure your dad read the good Batman and the good X-Men stuff.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I had the Chris Claremont and all that lot.
I was going to say Chris Claremont. Now, what was the Batman stuff up to later? Because there was a lot of different people that I read that worked on Batman back then. I liked Jim Starlin.
He did have the Jim Style. He did have the Jim Style and Death in the Family.
Oh yeah, that's really good. That was like probably.
We have the original print of the Killing Joke as well.
Cool.
Mm.
I like the Killing Joke, but I kind of think it's overrated.
It is overrated.
It's because everything Alan Moore wrote is overrated. It's good, but it's always overrated because he.
Well, it was different at the time, and
Right.
everybody tried copying it, and it just kind of cheapened it.
Grant Morrison's Batman was better.
This
A
is
serious house.
This is the stuff my dad read. It's called Fast Arrows, or really cheap in Czech.
My parents bought me comic books so I would read more. They never read comics. So.
I asked my dad the other day
On this
if he
strip.
read comics, and he said,
What was that, Fox Pro?
"Oh, I was saying I asked my dad the other day if he ever read comics, and he said, does Mad Magazine count?" So that's a.
My dad had a stack of those when I was a kid. I used to look through them and not get any of the jokes.
I do know there were jokes then. Get you there.
Hey, Chabby, you want to see something funny?
Show me something funny.
Look in a mirror.
You're
That's
correct.
rude,
I'm
Doug.
hilarious.
It's okay, Shabby. I love you.
Well, at least someone does.
I tell you that every day, Shabu.
Yeah, but he knows you don't mean it.
Yeah.
Not yesterday, Pickles. Not
Tabby
yesterday.
probably cried himself to sleep last night.
Oh, I know. To be fair, I'm probably gonna cry myself to sleep today.
I mean, we all do that, don't we?
Guys, I've got 3 books signed. I mean, three boxes signed now.
Nice one.
Nice.
And I think I'm going to quit, but I don't want to sign any more books right now.
That's reasonable.
So,
Once-
How many more boxes do you have to go?
I just got 2 more.
Oh, that's good.
so me and I think Vestra issue 2 is going to be roughly around 26 pages, isn't it, Shabby?
26 pages, yes. And if we're lucky, the book's gonna be 28. We're trying to secure something really cool for you guys.
We did cut out something from that book, but I think I might reintroduce it in a future book.
We did
Just-
cut off something.
Yeah, we did. I can't
don't
talk about it because it's still in my head. It's still canon, which I may explore in the future.
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about, but okie dokie, I guess.
See, he doesn't even remember the original draft.
What was the original draft? The original draft was boring. I made it better. I made it better. Yeah. That's right.
Even though when he read it, it was like, "This is awesome, Pickles."
When are we going
No.
to
Oh,
see
oh,
Nick
you want-
killing one of them great guys?
oh, look at him. Look at him. Twisting the truth.
Then with issue 3, it was like, "This is even better, Pickles."
I liked issue 3, but issue 2 I fixed.
You did not fix issue 2.
Well, yeah.
When are we going to
sorry.
see Victor kill all them naked gray guys?
You saw it in the promo, dude.
Next issue, he's going to be fighting grey men aliens.
Malians, we call them.
Malians. There you go. I couldn't tell they were having genitals there. I didn't know if they were male or female. I thought they were. I thought he was fighting NPCs. Actually,
I mean,
political stuff.
he essentially was, because I was like, I can't be bothered to draw everyone like with a nice tunic or whatever. So I was like, okay, this is quick enough, I guess.
Just made a bunch of NPCs.
Because I was stressed for time,
Yeah, that's because Shabby wanted to do an animation so close to the launch.
I think it's awesome.
It is awesome.
I like it a lot.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
I think
Music helps a lot.
I think you should make it a tier on the thing to put people's faces on them gray guys that shit that they kill.
We may do a tier on issue 3 where we put people's faces in.
Where you put people's faces on a pickle butt.
The problem with that is that you need to, do the campaign before you finish drawing it.
And we want to be done before we launch.
Yeah.
So that's a problem.
Yeah.
So I think we can do like tier on campaign 2 that you'll be drawn in issue 3, but
people
It's
wouldn't
like-
like that either. 'Cause I want to be drawn in issue 2 if I'm paying for an
Yeah.
issue 2 book.
yeah, exactly.
So
Just
I
finish the book,
guess it's best not to do it anyway.
just finish the book and then poorly Photoshop their faces on those characters.
Oh god. I will not jeopardize my artistic
Integrity.
Thank you. Integrity.
Integritude.
I have integrity.
I'm being
Man, I'm-
called
I'm-
out by Matthew. Oh,
Oh. Get
I'm
him,
sorry,
Matt.
I'm sorry, Matthew. I didn't read 2000 AD.
Muttman said he had no idea you were a foreigner, Pickles.
Yeah, I am the Englishman.
Yeah, he doesn't like biscuits and gravy, Muttman.
Well, first of all, they're not biscuits.
They're
You
biscuits.
know,
They're prawns. Oh no, sorry, that's Australia.
scones.
And then I come to the mix and go like sushenki, and you don't know what to do.
Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap this stream up.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours already.
Yeah, took me 2
Wrap
hours to
it.
do 3 boxes of books. So I'm gonna take Axel outside. I might do I might finish the other 2 boxes here in a couple hours. So if any of you guys are around, you're welcome to come back in the chat.
Mhm.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll be watching football, so I'd apologize if I'm cheering. I'll crying.
You mean soccer?
The football.
Soccer.
It is football.
Muttman says biscuits and gravy are a solid part of my bloodstream. That and bacon grease. That's me. I
Well,
run off pure bacon grease. Like, yeah,
A true man eats chewy bacon.
I like chewy bacon.
You gotta have
Ooh.
that chewy fat.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
crispy for me.
Man,
Oh,
you guys.
As long as it's bacon, I'll eat it. I don't really care.
You need crispiness, dude. Come on.
See, Eric Hawkins even agrees with me. He says soccer.
well, he's American.
Yeah.
And he also
Hey,
like
HJ or G. What
HJ.
what do you call it in your country in Croatia?
Everyone
is it
calls it
football?
football.
Football.
What do you call
It's
it in
football,
Czech
right?
Republic, Shabby?
Football.
Oh. So you tell me if nearly every country in the world says football.
Well,
Interesting.
just to be honest, I could care less about American football.
I'm here shaking, I tell you.
I don't even like I don't like American football, just to be honest. So I just like giving people a hard time.
To be fair,
You're just being
man,
mildly patriotic.
to be fair, man, American footballers would get ruined by rugby players.
Hey, we've got American rugby players.
Barely.
Do they ever win?
Well, if they would stop playing football and go play rugby, we'd be a bit like
Right.
I think the one thing Americans are good at is basketball. That's something they're very good at.
The best thing we're at,
Well, it's specific people from America, innit?
we're good at World Wars. We're the champions back to back.
I meant tall Americans.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here. It's good chatting with you. And like I said, I'll be back in a few hours if you guys want to jump back on.
Much obliged, Doug.
Hey, glad having you.
Adios.
Bye, everybody.
Cheerio,
Chat.
fellas.
By surprise.
Bye.